Do a drug test.
I'm
You,
not gonna do a drug test.
yes, you are.
I'm not.
I'm sorry.
No.
Okay. Can you put her in the box? Yes.
I was gonna say.
Follow recommendations and also a referral to felony drug court. Probation is, and field visits. Excuse me, who are you? All right, and who is this? He could be going to prison for 10 years. He is not. There are tears. There should be tears for the people who have died because somebody sold drugs to him. Court is going to sentence you to 10 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served.
Yeah, it was 2 years.
Oh, no, I know. I'm not following that agreement.
And I just want to say, regret my life. I'd like to press charges up.
Mhm. All right, are you going into custody? Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, help me.
Megan Galloway for the state.
Defense?
Michael Bellabo.
All right, this hearing was scheduled at 9 a.m. It is now 11:35 a.m. The defendant did not answer docket this morning. Counsel, have you had any contact with your client?
She called me this morning, approximately 8:30, said she was going to be late. And I have not had any contact with her since, though I have tried.
All right, state.
We're requesting a bond forfeiture, Your Honor.
All right, the court will issue a judge's warrant, remand your client without bond. If your client makes an appearance, the court will reconsider. Thank you.
Judge.
All right, court is calling 2024 CR 011954 State versus Dora Bravo. Can I have parties announced?
Megan Galloway for the state.
Michael Bellabo from Miss Bravo.
And are you Miss Bravo?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna need you to keep your voice up one so that I can hear and so the court
Yes,
reporter
ma'am.
can hear. Thank you.
Mhm.
All right, thank you. Counsel, have you received all discovery in this case and did you review it with your client?
Yes,
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Bravo, did you review the application for deferred adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, probation, there's an application in this case. Ms. Bravo, did you review the true bill of indictment?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
yes, we do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Bravo, did you review court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Your charge is possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1, less than 1 gram. That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. By entering that plea, you are giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
I believe she does.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes,
Ms. Bravo, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Ma'am.
According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at an $800 fine. State recommends community supervision, well, deferred adjudication. They're taking in consideration 2025 AL 005470. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
yes,
State?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? Counsel, are there be any such motions?
no, ma'am.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 2 years. There be a TAP evaluation, community service restitution hours, no contact with Roberto Avalos Jr. and J.C. Penney stores, the life skills course, and the anti-theft course. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State any evidence?
State offers states one in attachments.
No objections.
All right, state, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes,
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
we just asked the court follow the recommendation from the state.
All right, are you employed?
No, ma'am.
How do you support yourself?
My boyfriend,
Who is your boyfriend?
Pedro
Pedro who?
Diaz.
And what happened to Roberto Avalos?
What do you mean, what happened to him?
I mean, you were in a car with him. Is he no longer in your life?
No, he's incarcerated, but nobody stated that I was dating him. I was just getting a ride from him, ma'am.
All right, did you know him before you accepted a ride from him?
Yes, I did.
All right, and how did you know him?
Friend of family.
Do you have any children?
I do.
What are their ages?
He is 15.
And who is the 15-year-old with?
He is with his uncle and his guardian.
And when you're drug tested today, what are you going to be positive for?
Marijuana.
And what else?
Um,
Now, that's not just about it. Do you want to get drug tested today? So here's the thing. I am trying to set conditions for you so you'll be successful on probation. In order for me to do that, you need to be honest with me. All right? So if you use before coming to court, that's not a violation of your probation because you were not on probation. So what are you going to be positive for?
Drugs.
Well, I wasn't with you. So what type of drugs?
The kind that for methamphetamines.
All right. So when's the last time you used meth?
It was 24 hours ago.
Okay. Do you have any family support?
Yes. To a certain extent, yes.
All right. Who's supporting you as far as someone you can go to help you maintain your sobriety?
My brother.
Your brother?
My oldest brother.
Okay. When's the first time you started using?
In 2017.
Okay. All right. This is what the court is going to do. There's going to be an $800 fine that will be probated. 3 years deferred adjudication. Proof of employment within 30 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. There's to be no residing with minors. Take in consideration 2025 AL 005470. There's going to be 100 hours of community service restitution. Once parenting is completed, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. There's to be no contact with Roberto Avalos Jr. No contact with J.C. Penney stores. Counsel, I'm not going to do the anti-theft course because I think the theft course is related to the drug issues. And I think if that problem is solved, then there'll be no need for the other. But I am going to recommend the life skills course. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, In custody, there's to be a TAP evaluation for 6 months. Probation, is there anything else? All right, did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. We can go off the record. This is why you're going in custody. You are extremely high today. And if I allow you to walk out of here, what's going to end up happening is you're going to use more meth,
No.
and who knows what will end up happening. You may get some bad drugs.
Why
but-
couldn't you give me the benefit of the doubt? I just got out on bond. I'm trying to change. I'm doing what I'm.
I know this is
supposed
going to help you. All right, thank you.
to. How long am I gonna be gone? When am I-
Thank you, counsel. It's to help her.
I understand.
And they should be, a felony drug court will probably be able to see her before the week is out.
Okay.
All right.
So she'll be in until the referral is over? So-
Yes.
Okay.
All right,
Alright,
thank
I'll
you.
explain that to her.
Okay. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Travis Banks, of the state of Texas.
Defense?
Milton Butler, representing Ronald Rodriguez.
And are you Ronald Rodriguez?
Yes, Your Honor.
And each of the cause numbers, I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review those documents with your attorney? Did you understand them?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Ronald Roland Rodriguez who was placed on community supervision in 2023 CR 0529 for the offense of assault family second offense on March 6, 2023 for a term of 8 years?
Yes, Your Honor.
And are you the same Ronald Roland Rodriguez who was placed on community supervision in 2023 CR 0531 for the offense of assault family choking strangulation on March 6, 2023 for a term of 8 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Any objection to the state reading the allegation and the defendant answering true or not true in both motions? All right, state.
The allegation in both motions is violated condition number 25 on or about the 21st day of March 2023 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant, Ronald Roland Rodriguez, defendant there directly or indirectly contact the victim and or the victim's family of his offense without the court's and or the supervision officer's authorization in violation of condition number 25.
How do you plead to that in each cause number? True or not true?
True. And the state will waive and abandon the other allegations in both.
Any objections to the state's waivers?
No objection.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation 25 in cause number 2023 CR 0529? The court could grant the motion and sentence you up to 8 years in prison.
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition 25?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 25 and that cause number true. Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 25 and cause number 2023 CR 0531? The court could find it true, grant the motion and sentence you up to 8 years in prison.
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true in that cause number?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then in that cause number, the court will find it true. Is there an agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. The agreement is that you grant the motion and revoke the community supervision and sentence the defendant to 2 years in TDC in both cases. Sentences to run concurrently. And taking that into consideration, Your Honor, the state and defense or the state is submitting a motion to dismiss or reject night mag number 712-695. That is the agreement, Your Honor.
And what is 712-695?
And evading arrest second. Or
All right, anything you wish to say, Mr. Rodriguez?
Your Honor.
All right, in each cause number, the court will grant the motion, find you guilty. In each cause number, they were one concurrent. In each cause number, there's an affirmative finding of family violence. cause number 2023 CR 0531. And in each cause number, there's an affirmative finding of family violence. And in each cause number, showing you what's entitled trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal.
You can only get 8 years, young.
I'm sorry, 8 years. That's what I gave him, 8 years in each cause number.
I gave you 10 years.
No, I gave him 8 years. So it can be clear, in each cause number, I'm granting the motion, finding you guilty, sentence you to 8 years in the prison. The cause numbers were run concurrent. There's an affirmative finding of family violence, no contact with Hannah Barnes. In each cause number, I'm showing you what's entitled trial court certification of defendant's right to appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it? All right, you do have a limited right to appeal, and that right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motions, not the fact that you were on community supervision. Because this is a felony conviction, because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney.
Want to say something? Ann?
Sure.
The reason why I did not take the probation again was because I did try contacting my probation officer, and the reason why I went over there was to get my ID and my social, to get my SSI money to pay for the monitor to be on probation. And I contacted my probation officer, left emails, phone numbers. They never contacted me back. I even went in there and they scheduled me a new probation officer. And I was trying to do everything that I was supposed to.
You're not supposed to have any contact, and I clearly put
Yes,
that in my motions.
And I went to her mother's house to pick up my stuff, and she just happened to be there, so that's why I left. I didn't go there intentionally knowing that he was gonna be there at her mother's house. I needed that documents to pay for my monitor to be on probation.
Mhm.
I didn't want any of this to happen. And the reason why I took the 2 years was because I didn't want to have to go through all this miscommunication.
Yeah.
Like I went to do my.
Let me just explain something to you. You were on probation
Yes,
for an
ma'am.
assault family second violation,
Yes,
which
ma'am.
means there was a previous conviction of assault family second. And you were also on probation for choking.
Yes, ma'am.
And I ordered no contact. And when I say no contact, I mean no contact.
Yes, ma'am, but I never contacted her.
All right.
I went to her mother's house.
All right, thank you. All right, who's here on Edward Murray?
Thank you.
Okay, let me, just one moment. All right, so Miss Ibarra, you are on probation out of this court for criminal mischief. And it's a state jail felony. So if you were revoked, how much time are you looking at, do you think? What do you think the range of punishment is for that offense?
Not sure.
Up to 2 years in the state jail facility. And going to the state jail facility is different than going to prison. Because at the state jail facility, it's day for day time. So if you're sentenced to 2 years, you are doing 2 calendar years. And the report I'm receiving on you is you don't want to do your UA and you're not reporting. So that tells me that maybe you want to go to prison. Would you like to go to the state jail facility? I can't hear you. So when you're drug tested today, because I see you don't want to do,
And she refused to submit.
all right, if you'll file a motion to revoke, please,
Yes, Your
and
Honor.
we will sign that.
Let's go.
853 and 2022 CR 0067A, State of Texas versus Donald Joe Gilliland. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar from the state of Texas.
Defense,
Jose Rocha, Your Honor. From
are you Mr. Gilliland?
Yes, Your Honor.
And each of the cause numbers, I'm showing you what's entitled motion to revoke community supervision. Did you review those documents with your attorney? Did you understand them?
Yes, Your Honor.
And cause number 2022 CR 0067A, are you the same Donald Joe Gilliland Jr., who was placed on probation for fraudulent use or possession of identifying information, 50 or more items on December 16, 2022 for a term of 6 years? And are you the same Donald Joe Gilliland Jr., who was placed on community supervision in 2020 CR 4853 for the offense of fraudulent use or possessing identifying information 10 or more elderly on December 16, 2022 for a term of 6 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your
All right, state.
In both cases, violated condition number 4. In Bear County, Texas, the defendant Donald Joe Gilliland Jr. did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of January and February of 2023 in violation of condition number.
How do you plead to that in each motion? True or not true?
Honor.
State.
Your Honor, state waives all other violations.
No objections, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4 and cause number 2022 CR 0067A? The court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you to 6 years in prison.
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4? Court is finding violation of condition number 4 true. Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4 and cause number 2020 CR 4853? The court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 6 years in prison. Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4 and that cause number? Court will find violation of condition number true and that cause number as well. Is there an agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, it's to deny the motion, but to alter and amend conditions for a 60-day jail sanction. Bi-weekly drug testing and after that for 90 days, random thereafter. You must verify employment and residency within 30 days of release and continue with field visits 2 times per month as originally ordered.
And that's our understanding, Your Honor.
All right, why should I follow that agreement? He's not reporting. Why are you not reporting? Can you raise your right hand?
Yes.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
You can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Donald Gilliland Jr.
Why are you not reporting?
I had a problem and I was told that.
Your Honor, he had a domestic problem with who he was living with that kept him from being able to get all of the documentations and being able to keep up with.
No, he
all of
just
the
needed to go to
requirements.
probation and report.
And he understands that now, Your Honor, and that's why he's asking for this court to allow him to be able to prove to this court that he'll be able to follow all these amended conditions.
I mean, the thing is, though, he's proven that he can't. So I don't understand why I should follow conditions for someone who didn't do the basic thing, which was report. And I know I tell everybody in this court, if there's an issue with communication with your probation officer, we are always here to maybe help smooth the roads to communication. But he didn't report for 2 months. So what was he doing?
Your Honor, he was homeless. Going from one place to another, Your Honor.
That still doesn't explain why he's not reporting. And the fact that his charges are what they are, that's not good to not be reporting. So basically, he has done nothing. Has he done anything on probation other than not report?
No, Your Honor.
So he's done nothing. So we're back to, why should I follow this agreement?
Because I'm relying on myself to do what I need to do instead of others. I was relying on my girlfriend and she told me basically that I wasn't on there, that if I showed up, they'd arrest me, and so I didn't
That makes
show
no
up.
sense. You were supposed to report.
And I was going to break up with them. And she-
No, you were supposed to report in January and you did not report. So what do you mean about this nonsense that if you reported in January, you would be arrested? I don't understand.
That's what I was told. So I was told, I mean, I should have followed up myself, but I didn't with my anxiety and my VA. I was trying to follow up with that at the same time. And I didn't. Now I'm gonna take responsibility for myself and get to stay on my meds and get the VA done and do everything.
I'm not going to follow your agreement. I mean, you had your chance. You were here, you were supposed to report and you did not. I mean, that's the easiest thing to do. You haven't done anything.
I was told by that, she said the police showed up several times and I was supposed to report and they were gonna do a walkthrough, so I was waiting for them to come up with the money to do a walkthrough with my girlfriend. And I listened to her. I didn't know anything about the systems and she did, so I trusted her. And now I need to trust myself and do it myself.
Well, I mean, you knew enough about the system to have 50+ items that are not yours. All right, the court is going to grant the motion. The court is going to revoke you. Court is going to sentence you to the minimum, which is 5 years, TDC. Give you credit for any time served. And I'm going to sentence you to 5 years in each case. The cause numbers will run concurrent with each other. Was there any restitution? Did anyone ever give notice of restitution? Because I know restitution was asked for, but I don't see where. All right, that will be the court sentence in each cause number. In each cause number, I'm showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Can you speak now?
Yes.
All right. You do have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you were on probation. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, good luck to you. Jose Ramirez?
Have you excused your?
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Can I see the partiers on Torres, please? Yes. Yes.
Oh, there's no audio?
Yes. And if you could write that in there. for me,
5
please.
years.
Calling 2022 CR 10420, State of Texas versus Joseph Allen Garza. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state,
This on behalf of the state, Your Honor.
for the defense?
Ruben Flores for Mr. Garza.
And are you Mr. Garza?
Yes.
All right, you entered a plea of no contest on February 6, 2023. According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 3 years in the prison, and there are no applications. All right, the court will follow your agreement, find you guilty, sentence you to 3 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. Showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we're off the record. Mr. Garza, if there's a drug or alcohol problem, what I can do is I can request that you be placed in a therapeutic community. The therapeutic community does not increase your time at the prison. No? Okay. All right, good
I
luck
would
to
like
you.
to say something.
Sure.
I was trying to contact Mr. Flores, and I just told him about the time. And I just want to say, regret my life. I'd like to press charges up.
Mhm. All right, are you going into custody? Thank you.
Yeah, can you help me? Okay, next.
I understand.
I didn't even talk to him.
Yeah, you didn't threaten anybody's life. Okay, I understand. Yeah.
There's no way.
No.
On or about, violating condition number 2, on or about the 18th day of May 2023 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Stephanie Cleed, did then and there fail to submit to drug testing as directed by the court officer, supervision officer, and or a duly authorized agent of the court in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True. And the state will waive and abandon the other allegations.
Any objections to the waivers?
No objection, Your Honor.
Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, the state is recommending that the conditions be, to deny the motion and that the conditions be altered and amended for a 6 months extension of the community supervision and a 30-day jail sanction with credit for time served. And she has been in jail the last 30 days, and a BIPP course. And taking that into consideration, the state is making a motion to dismiss night mag number 719-294.
719-2.
94.
And what is that offense?
That's a assault family second offense.
And who is the complainant in that case?
Her name is Laura.
Laura Sabatino, Your Honor.
Nora?
Laura, Laura, and I just spoke with her, and she is aware of this situation.
Okay, and what's the last name?
Sabatino, Sabatino.
All right. Are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, yes.
You
ma'am.
can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Stephanie Cleed,
All right, who is Laura Sabatino to you?
she is my partner, girlfriend.
All right. And do you currently live with her?
Yes, ma'am.
And does she want her living with her?
I believe she does, yes, Your Honor.
So I realize y'all are taking that in consideration, but part of my job is to make sure that everyone is protected. So with regards to that case, were there any injuries?
There was some redness, not serious injuries or anything.
All right, was there alcohol or anything involved with that?
I don't believe there's immediate evidence that there was alcohol involved.
All right, why are you doing poorly on probation? Because there are other allegations that the state could have proceeded on and they did not. So why are you doing poorly? Why are you not taking your drug testing?
Your Honor, I was taking care of my father and I had a lot of stress and I didn't have a vehicle at the time. So it was hard getting around.
Did you call probation and tell them that?
Yes, ma'am.
So you called and told them, I'm not going to do drug testing because I'm taking care of my father and there are other issues I have going on?
Well, no, ma'am, but I did keep in contact with my probation officer and let her know that I did not have a vehicle, but I did show up, on time.
Are you employed?
I do Uber and DoorDash right now. That's what
All
I
right.
was doing.
No, were you employed July 2nd, 2023?
No, ma'am.
September?
Yes, the end of September.
All right. So how much were you being paid?
Not much. I was doing just maybe 2 days a week. So
Why didn't you take the VIA bus?
Excuse me?
Why didn't you take the VIA bus to probation? VIA, when I was riding VIA, I think it was $1. They may have gone up to $2.
Yes, ma'am.
That's cheaper than gas. So why didn't you go and do your UA with probation? Because when people don't do UAs in court, that tells me that there's a drug issue going on, because otherwise you would do your UAs.
Well, the ones I did take, I was negative.
Mhm.
I know what you're saying though, Your Honor. Yes, with all due respect.
So you've given me no excuses for why I should follow this agreement. You picked up a new case. The state is taking it into consideration. And you're not doing your UAs. Has she done anything?
Your Honor, can I say something?
Just 1 second.
Yes, ma'am.
It indicates she hasn't registered from the test course. She would be did her TAP evaluation and she's not been registered yet to the IOP because of the
Excuse me. You need to be paying attention to what you have not been doing. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Otherwise, you can pay attention at the state jail facility, wondering how I got here. All right, so what else?
Have not enrolled her into the IOP because of Wisconsin. And then it doesn't indicate she provided proof of employment.
All right, so do you need an updated TAP or no?
And I'm sorry, Judge, all of the community services are still outstanding.
So do you need an updated TAP? All right. And there appears that there was something you wanted to say?
Your Honor, yes, I did complete the first theft class. That should be on record, but the other one was like $300 and I was working on completing that. And I will do my community service. I will be on top of that. And I will do better. I promise, Your Honor.
All right, the court will deny the motion, alter and amend conditions, extend her for a year. You're to enroll in the BIPP course no later than taking consideration NIMAC number 719294. Do 90 sober support meetings in 90 days. And if Ms. Laura Sabatino wants to have contact with you, then she'll need to come into the court to express that to the court.
Your Honor, she's here now. I don't know if you want to talk to her now. From what I understand is that they live together. They help take care of her elderly father. She's power of attorney of her 76-year-old father who needs help on his day-to-day activities. Laura Sabatino's now, if you'd like to talk to her, I'm sure she would love to change that to no harmful or injurious contact. If you want to talk to her another day,
Yeah, we'll have to set it for another day because I don't have any police reports or any facts on that. But if you'll set that with Ms. Ferguson, we'll get it on the docket as soon as possible. We'll probably be able to get it on the docket for next week. All right. And then if we'll set it next week, then we can do a check-in on how she's doing. Norma, can you recall this for November? What date would be best to recall her for to see how she's doing probation?
Yes, if you say,
All right.
Your Honor, I believe there's an exception. Will you allow me to explain it? You will give me that opportunity.
It's a hectic day today.
More paper here than buying a house.
I
Well,
presume
I guess you're signing for the big house.
Maybe. Sometimes it's not a matter. of-
Amazing,
Yeah.
how much paperwork.
All right, we're gonna go on the record. Court is calling 2024 CR 0100059 State versus Jesse Moreno. Can I have parties announced? State?
Jason, you're here for the state.
Kurt Bartolome on behalf of Mr. Moreno. Mr. Moreno on bond, present, ready for plea, Judge.
All right, and you, Mr. Moreno?
ma'am.
All right, you need to make sure you speak up.
Sorry.
Counsel, have you received all discovery?
I have, Your Honor.
Did you review it with your client?
We have, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Moreno, did you review the document entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Just possession of over 400 to make it up to 99.
All right, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions with your attorney?
I did, Your Honor.
Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? All right, the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1 over 400 grams. Range of punishment is 10 years to 99 years or life in prison and up to $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights? Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Did you intend to
no.
give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement in this case? Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could sentence you up to life in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I believe he does, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
As to both, yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Moreno, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
Mm,
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
mm,
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it? According to the plea, the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense, recommendation of deferred adjudication. They're taking in consideration AL 2150458. Did you understand that to be the plea? Defense, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea? Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places? Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? Counsel, are there any such motions?
There have been none at this time heard or ruled on, Judge.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 6 years. There be a TAP evaluation and drug offender education program and regular UAs. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to the offenses charged, the lesser included offenses charged, how do you plea?
No contest.
State any evidence.
You've reviewed the documents and the drug test, Judge. No objection.
Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call and the right to remain silent? Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding of guilt as you apply for deferred adjudication. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Your Honor.
All right, and there is a reason for this offer, I'm assuming. So why should I follow this?
Well, first of all, Your Honor, my client obviously has made a serious mistake, Judge, and he's very contrite. I've known,
Choice.
well, Judge,
Not a mistake, choices.
amen, Judge. I'll use the word choice.
All right, thank you.
A poor choice, Judge, if I may qualify that. Secondly, and more importantly, Your Honor, I've counseled with him long and hard. I've known his family for a number of years. He has support, Your Honor, of his family. He understands the risk. He understands the significance of a 99 to life possibility, Judge. And he understands the responsibilities that are necessary to demonstrate to this court that he can and will become a productive citizen, Judge. I'm going to ask the court to follow the 6 years deferred. He has employment and he is capable, Your Honor. And I can assure you, he is exceptionally nervous, Judge, at this point in time. But I believe with his family, and we visited long and hard about this on at least 3 occasions for over an hour, Judge, I would ask that the court follow the agreement, place him on deferred for 6 years, Your Honor, with conditions the court would deem appropriate. And with that, Your Honor, I defer to the court.
All right, what do you do for a living?
I do construction concrete.
And how old are you?
I'm 24.
Do you have any children?
I'm not.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. Court is going to sentence you to 10 years deferred adjudication, 90 days in the Bexar County Jail as a condition of probation. That's to start today. TAP evaluation to take place in custody. Follow TAP recommendations, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, proof of employment within 30 days of release, no employment as a home health care provider or minors. There's to be GPS upon release, waive fees, and it will be partial GPS for employment only. 200 hours of community service restitution. Take in consideration AL 21505. I'm sorry, AL 2150458. Probation, and I'm going to want field visits 1 time per month for 6 months. Probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else that you need from the court to be successful?
Can you speak up and say something?
No.
Can I talk to him though, Judge, before you take him in the back?
Just 1 second. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal? Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? All right, good luck to you.
May I speak to him before they take him back?
You can speak to him that way because we have juries.
I thought that, Judge. I just wanted to be safe.
Just one second. Excuse me, who are you? All right, and who is this? All right, so let me just tell you something. Do you know how many people die every day because somebody is selling drugs to them? A lot. He could be going to prison for 10 years. He is not. He is going to the Bear County Jail. He's been given probation. Other people who have used drugs that maybe he sold to them or that somebody else sold to them, you know where they are? They're dead because somebody is preying upon their weakness and somebody has gotten them addicted to drugs. So if there are tears, there should be tears for the people who have died because somebody sold drugs to him. He's not going to prison. He's at the Bear County Jail. He will be given probation. So if there are tears, cry for the people who have been found in the field, OD'd, got some bad drugs, for the people who are trying to be clean and sober, but there's some dealer out there who keeps coming up to them and saying, just try it, just only one time, because they are building their happiness off someone else's misery. Yes. All right, thank you.
Say something to you.
No, no. All right, the court is calling 2024 CR 1726, State of Texas versus Rogelio Valero Jr. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Gary, Your Honor.
Defense?